RedState, which is a very conservative blog, came after you and said, for all that people criticize Jeb Bush, Kasich is far and away the candidate in this field who is just utterly clueless about the Republican electorate as a whole. Worse, to the extent that Kasich does understand Republicans, he dislikes them. What's your response to that, Governor?
Well, first of all, you know, nobody's ever been elected president from the Republican Party that can't win Ohio, and I don't really care about blogs. Here's what I want to do.
You don't care about blogs. Let me just interrupt for 1 second. Yeah, I know, I get that you don't care about blogs, but I think that the reason why I brought that up is because, you know, the conservative electorate is for the most part, in charge of picking the Republican presidential nominee. Yeah. And there's some who look at you and say, you know, he sounds sometimes more like a Democrat than a Republican, and they don't think that you're conservative enough.
Well, but Dana, I've balanced budgets. I was the chief architect in Washington. We created jobs. Families were better. I came to Ohio. We were $8 billion in the hole. Now we're $2 billion in the black. We have lots of school choice. I've cut taxes by more than any sitting governor in America, Republican governor. You know, families are better. Wages are growing faster than the national average. Our credit is strong. What is there not to like? But look, here's what my goal is. I not only want to cut taxes and create jobs for families, but ship a lot of programs back home so that people will be empowered to begin to build our families and our communities, which is about the spirit of our country. Now, if that's not conservative, you tell me what is.
This week, the Bush campaign.
It's so silly. Dana, look, I have been a conservative all of my lifetime.
I'm not the one questioning your conservative credentials.
But Dana, here's the funny thing.
Because I care the Republican primary process.
Yeah, but I'm doing fine. Look at what I'm doing in New Hampshire. You've been up there with me. I'm doing well in Mississippi. I'm headed there this week in Alabama. You know, we're gaining a lot of places. And you know what, though? This Republican Party has to make sure that people know that we care about them. I care about poor people, about people who live in the shadows, about those who are mentally ill or drug addicted. We've been on these things for 5 years, and now states are beginning to say, my God, we got a drug problem in our country. What do? Our people are advising other states about what to do. That is conservatism, to give people a chance to live out their God-given potential. And because some people say they don't like my tone, or because I question abolishing Medicare or Medicaid, that's not conservative. Listen, I have a plan to improve Medicare and Medicaid. I've done it in Ohio. To say that we're going to deport 10 or 11 million people and divide families, that's just nutty. Governor, that's just not going to happen. And it will cost us in the fall because it will not stand.
Governor,
it will not stand when the light shines. We have to be reformers. We have to send power back to people. We have to rebuild families and communities and balance our budgets.